I only have the camera off because I'm eating string cheese, and I don't want you guys to have your brains in the gutter, which I'm almost done eating. Um, I need a little snack to pick me up. All right. Um, my camera should be working. Let's go. Awesome. Uh, my curly ass hair. This is it being air dried with like nothing in it. I guess that's good light. Um, yeah. Uh, I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know if I am missing anything. Um, hey Vortex, what about yesterday? Are you talking about? I'm gonna watch that today while I eat dinner because there's nothing else on, so I'll give that a watch and we could talk about it tomorrow. Okay. Um, I do want to thank you guys for putting up with like the random Spotify playlist that like I play. Um, do you mean like in the Discord? You want to do that instead? Um, I thought you wanted me to watch it like by myself, Ronan. Um, this is probably not. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna be a long stream, but this will be an official podcast stream. Um, oh no, it's fine. You don't have to walk me through the current roster on the latest episode. I can figure things out pretty quickly. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know, but I appreciate that. You want to walk me through the UK roster. It's totally fine. I'll figure things out. The UK brand is not as how can I say it? Not as difficult to like go through. I'll be fine. I just look for good wrestling all around. That's all I do. All right, we got five people here to hear the professor of New Japan Pro Wrestling, which is awesome. So I want to thank each and every one of you to come by the stream. And yes, I'm gonna have to agree with PhD Bound. She loves the background because this is the first match we're gonna be talking about. All right, so I guess let me welcome you to the stream. And before we do that, I want to see where the levels are at. All right, good. Because, it's a Saturday. Sometimes my other family members here, want to make it a party. And I'm like, hey, I want to stream to get that Twitch affiliate. All right. I guess we could get this started. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Square Circle Podcast. I am your host, Marie Shadows. And on this episode, yes, it is live over at twitch.tv/Marie_Shadows, where you could just hear me and my wrestling views, not 24/7, but, make sure to hit that follow button so you get that notification whenever I go live. This one, we are talking about New Japan Pro Wrestling. Today was the Hyper Battle 22 matches, the card. You could think of it like a pay-per-view. So we're going to go through each of those matches, how I felt about it, and we're going to be watching some wholesome content. Wow. This is what happens when, everything is live. I'm okay, though. I'm all right. Jesus. We're all, fucking humans, and, shit happens. Aside from talking about the matches, we are going to be watching a wholesome video called I Got Your Back, which is basically bringing everybody up to, I guess, more speed when it comes to the whole G.O.D main unit and like Bullet Club drama. I have not seen the video. I want to see it with you guys and like just get your takes, your thoughts on it, and then probably at the end I might end up booting up the meme of emotional damage, because I know that that's going to like fucking emotionally kill us just because it is. And then after some wholesome content, I'll give you guys the new lineup that's going to be happening for like New Japan Pro Wrestling. They announced some upcoming shows, so let you guys in on that. And then we'll talk a little bit about WWE, and then at the end we'll just hang out some more. This is how the format is going to go for this show. And then tomorrow I'll be back again to talk about more wrestling. My whole goal is to eventually get Twitch affiliate. And by you being here and viewing, if you are lurking, that is the best thing for you to do. If you don't want to talk in chat, that's totally fine. But we are all friendly here, and there's no gatekeeping, and there's no like running you out of the Twitch chat just because you don't know something. We're all here like friends and family. We're totally awesome. So either way, your view counts towards me getting Twitch affiliate. I'm just going to be really transparent with you guys. We are currently at 2.85 out of 3 for average viewers. The more that I stream during the week, the more that we get the viewers up there, that helps out. So make sure to go tell a friend. And if your friend is real, have them come by. If your friend is a bot, according to Tony Khan, make sure they come by as well, because we could always use the extra few viewers. We could borrow some of the Tony Khan playbook of letting you guys know we're gonna have a great show tonight, guys. I need you guys to show up. Yeah, you guys, tell your friend about it. Aside from that, let's get started with the most amazing, wholesome match that starts off Hyper Battle. It is an 8-man tag. On one side, we have G.O.D, which is Tama and Loa, along with G.O.D, and then Tanahashi. Tanahashi representing main unit, taking on Bullet Club. As we know, we have Fale there, we have Chase, we have Gato, and then we have Yujiro. And so this was a very nice 8-man tag. It wasn't too long of a match. You definitely understood, the whole dynamic situation. This whole entire show of Hyper Battle was in Ryogoku. Oh, wow. I actually said it right. Sometimes I think that if I pronounce certain Japanese words, that it's not going to come out right. But they were in Ryogoku. I'm very happy that I'm able to like fucking say it. Hey, Mike, what's up? How you doing, sir? Did you take a power nap by any chance? Because I think I might just nickname you Mike Power Nap. Word order. But yeah, so I'm happy that I can say Ryogoku. So this was all in Ryogoku, and you could feel the difference in the crowd when it pertains to like when they're in Tokyo and they do like the Tokyo circuit. And then when they go to like Ryogoku or like Sendai or Yokohama or any of the other places, like Ryogoku has some really good fans. And the crowd, man, like it really felt like it was pre-COVID, and it was really amazing. They really got into the opener of the match. They really love G.O.D. They really love Tama and Loa there, which is very, very nice. You can see that the women in the crowd like are definitely like, let's go Tama, let's go Loa and stuff. So I'm on the big screen. That's awesome. So I appreciate that, Mike. But yeah, this was a very nice match. So basically like G.O.D finally got in his hits for Gato. What I really loved about this was the commentators. Obviously, Kevin Kelly and Chris Charlton does amazing storytelling with this whole Bullet Club thing. The only thing that I would always question is giving Jay White the new moniker of him being the catalyst of professional wrestling. I do not agree with that. That's the only thing that I don't agree with, is when they say that Jay White is the catalyst of professional wrestling. I just don't agree with that. I can see it where like Bullet Club gets the royalties, money keeps coming in, but even without Jay White, the Elite like brought in most of that money when the Elite and Kenny Omega was there in Bullet Club. So like, you know, I just don't think that the catalyst of professional wrestling is Jay White. Jay White does a lot of good things that like, but see, the more that I think about it, my brain is like trying to get me to reconsider me saying that I don't think he is, because my brain is like, well, if he's a center and all the money like goes through him, and the way that he posts on social media, the way that he goes after very smartly after, you know, certain wrestlers and stuff like that. And again, this whole conversation of like, who do we keep talking about? We keep talking about Jay White. So obviously that does sort of make him a catalyst, just because we keep talking about him, but we don't really say, hey, let's talk about that Bullet Club leader, Jay White. We always say, hey, let's talk about Switchblade Jay White. Let's talk about King Switch Jay White. But I just don't think he's the catalyst. And yeah, he did single-handedly sell out Madison Square Garden as well. I am not discrediting every single thing that he did as an accomplishment. I will be the first to be like, he has done amazing fucking things, and he should be proud of every single one of them. But to give him the moniker of the catalyst of professional wrestling, I don't fully believe it. That's the issue. Mike over here with his freaking jokes. He got an 8-pack. He probably does have an 8-pack. But that's neither here or there. that's neither here or there about like, you know, his fucking 8-pack. PhD Bounce says we going to have to call Tama and T the. I have no idea what the hell that is. What is the Rice says Warriors or David and DeForest? They bodies are. You guys want to know why I'm laughing? So, like I said before, I put on the face cam. I was like, I was eating string cheese, and I'm like, I don't want your minds in the gutter. And PhD Bound here is all like, Tama and Loa are chiseled. I would love if Loa could just keep his shirt off. Oh, bronze statues. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, my Italian is very bad. The same thing as my Spanish. So, and I'm both of those. I'm so bad. But I would really, really want Loa to just wrestle with his shirt off again. But this time around, like, I was like, bro, your fucking physique is amazing. Like, it's so, all right, fine. It's so yummy. I'm just like, damn, man. PhD bringing up the guys' physiques. I try to keep this like as I try to keep this as like non-rated X as possible, but shit, man, damn. All right, let me try to refocus here by like not thinking of Loa's body. I'm not denying anything. This is supposed to be sort of maybe like, I mean, he is jacked, man. Like, he looked fucking great. He looked fucking great taking off his old shirt just to put on the new one. And I'm like, bro, how much money would it be to have you keep your shirt off for like the whole day? I'm so bad. Let me stop. You guys are Jesus, man. All right. No, Mike. No. No fucking OnlyFans tongue style. Jesus. No, Mike. They probably won't even do an OnlyFans. Anyway, aside from us very respectfully talking about Loa's body, PhD Bounce says that she started grabbing her money. Man, okay. Aside from us respectfully talking about T's body, which is in amazing shape, and Tama's body is also in amazing shape, I feel like eventually his traps up here are gonna like get like super big, because like the last time they weren't as like tall, if I could say tall, the last time. But either way, you know, Tama has Tama Fit now. So, you know, all you guys get to get fit like Tama. And if you don't know about this, make sure to head over to their Patreon, patreon.com/Tama's Island. Get the $30 tier and you guys can like work out and look like Tama all you want. They were bigger when he was a junior heavyweight. Okay. All right. More for this match other than talking about bodies. I mean, I could have made the joke of like, yo, you want to see 4 dead bodies? It's Bullet Club because they all fucking lost this match. Okay, I'll shut up. That I don't know that was a good joke. I think that was a good joke. Anyway, I'm so stupid. Oh, that really was a sick burn? All right, cool. Right, PhD Bound? Like I live vicariously through them too. It's always fun. And yeah, I really enjoyed the fact that Bullet Club took this loss. Just because like Hyper Battle did feel like a really big pay-per-view. You know, really did feel like a big pay-per-view and stuff. So I'm really happy that they finally got the loss. I'm happy that G.O.D was able to get the victory over G.O.D, even though eventually I think that we should end up having a cage match between Chase and G.O.D. So that way there's no cheating, there's no interfering. And you know, maybe G.O.D comes out on top. I don't know. I know Chase wouldn't like to hear that outcome. But yeah, I enjoyed this match. And then towards the end of the match, you know, we had a very nice thing going on, which, by the way, for the cage match, it'll be the 3rd time in New Japan. I'm gonna get a video ready so that way we could all like watch it together and like gush over it. Okay. This would be a very good segue. Okay, guys, very good segue. Oh, and again, of course, if you're listening to this on audio, anchor.fm/Square Circle Podcast, I will do everything in my power to sort of tell you what happened after we watch the video. But if you are watching this on the Spotify platform, because Spotify does introduce videos, you know, you'll be able to see it. All right, cage matches. Okay, cool. Yeah, they all lost the same way, which I thought that was pretty interesting. So Mike says Tanahashi versus Kazunari Marukami for the IWGP U30 belt was the second one. I really do like the fact that New Japan Pro Wrestling does not overuse the gimmick matches, such as like, cage matches, hardcore matches, and stuff like that. So I really like enjoy the fact that they don't do that as much. Is this it? I am going to put us on mute for a second. Hold on. This is what happens when like you don't necessarily put things in order. Where is today's video? Oh wait. Never mind, it's in the right category. It's just this is it. Okay. So let me
ライオン T シャツですか？ライオンマークの書かれた T シャツです。あ、これを着るんですか？棚橋の手からハマトンガにも渡される。もうすでに袖に手を通したジャドウ。ウェルカムトゥ本体。ミラノさん、はい、まさにそういう捉え方でいいわけですかね。これ一応 G.O.D とね、本体しっかり共闘して、しっかり絆が見えたってことですよね。もう完全に今一つになってますよね、気持ちが。確かにもうあまりにも壮観、見事な結末を迎えた。ただちょっと待ってください。タンガロアだけちょっと悩んでる。なかなかこう環境の変化にミラノさん、タンガロア理解を示せないような姿もありましたよね。コメントでね、ちょっと迷ってるシーンもありましたけどね。ただ、どうする？すでに着ている T シャツを脱ぐ。そしてどうする？しかしすっごい体してますね。いやもうボコボコですね。うわそしてその筋肉の隆起の上、ライオンマークがあしらわれた本体 T シャツを身にまとったタンガロアも来た。ライオンマークのタンガロア、迷いを打ち消し4人横並び、がっちりと肩を組む。
All right, so that was the mini wholesome video that happened at the end of the match, because G.O.D with Jado and Tanahashi picked up the victory. And again, we get to praise P's body and also Tama's body as well, as you guys can see in that video. But yeah, so that's what happened. So for everyone listening to this on the audio side, after the match, a young lion came into the ring. A young lion presented Tama with an original lion shirt that was red and white as like a baseball tee. It was in that kind of format, and basically that just symbolizes that, it's part of main unit, and that it's New Japan. Like those that basically wear it are like always loyal, and it's like you represent New Japan. So Tama takes it. Tama has this like childlike fucking expression, as if it was like Christmas and he opened up his favorite gift, and he can't believe that someone got him his favorite gift, the one that he like always wanted. And Tama's facial expressions and like his smile, along with like T's smile, they're like super fucking priceless to watch, and just to like sort of be around and stuff. Like their smiles are everything. So Tama looks towards Tanahashi, and Tanahashi just reaffirms that, like, yeah, this is for you. You can come with us and stuff like that. So Tama puts it on. He's so cheerful and everything. The crowd loves it. The crowd is getting behind Tama and Loa joining up with Tanahashi and the rest of Tanahashi's group, and they're actually using like the clappers and stuff. They're not really clappers. I guess, we could call them clappers. Using that to make noise, since over in COVID they still can't use their voices. That's still one of the COVID safety protocols. And then the camera switches over to T because for some reason Tama decided to like stand right in front of one of the cameras. So like for a couple seconds we just looked at his ass until somebody in the production truck was like, we gotta move, we gotta move. So they cut to a different angle, and you can see in T's face that he was still a little bit like conflicted, as if like, is this really happening? Like, I see T as the one that like overthinks, while Tama is like just dives in head first and it's all like, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that, and then later asks questions of like, why do we get into a fist battle? That's how I see it happening between like these two guys. But Tanahashi reaffirmed and reassured T. T tried to like, take off his shirt, but that didn't happen. So he needed a little bit of help by like, putting the shirt somewhere, taking off his shirt, seeing his body, and then put on the red and white lion mark. And Jado was the first person to be like, I'm gonna put this on. He was the first person like, hell yeah. So basically it's like, being loyal. Being loyal to New Japan Pro Wrestling. And Kevin Kelly said it right on commentary, where he mentioned that if you're loyal to like New Japan will be loyal to you. It's the same mindset that Tama and T have of like, if you show your loyalty to them, they'll like repay it tenfold. And that's the reason why like I was automatically like, yo, that fucking betrayal that Jay White did was just so disrespectful that I'm like, yo, I'm on Team Tama. Like, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. That the way it happened made it so easy for me to be like, nah, we're Team Tama. As much as I respect the hell out of Jay White and want nothing but the best for him, and I want him to accomplish everything that he ever wants to, nah, the way that it fucking happened, I'm choosing Tama. Okay, so Mike, I'm gonna have to throw this question out to you. Is Home Army not the same thing as main unit, or did it like later on get like changed to main unit? I'm thinking it got changed to main unit, because that's what like Kevin Kelly was saying on commentary, that it's main unit, and that we call them like Hantai as well. Um, I hope Mike heard me. He'll probably answer me back in a little bit. But yeah. Let me see, because right after this match was a United Empire tag team match, the first United Empire tag team match. Let me bring up the video. Let's see. We're calling it all right, it doesn't it's not a good idea to type into YouTube "I got your back" by itself. My stream pops up. All right, hold on. They did the backstage comments. We should probably watch the backstage comments. Yeah, most likely. Whoa. Whoa, hold on. Hey, I got a bot that popped into the chat. I know that Wiki whatever is not going to answer me if I were to ask her. Did Tony Khan send you? This is funny. Because, you know, Tony Khan decided to do an independent study that he's not releasing anytime soon, and basically made it seem as if like most of the stuff that's happening is because of bots and they're pushing an anti-AEW rhetoric. And it's like, bro, no, just have better fucking content. I'm available to hire if you need me. But yeah, there's a promo code for 10 free viewers a day. I mean, I love my circle. There's no point to like, you know, ask me if I need viewers. Like I love the people that come in. We can watch the backstage comments. It'll be fine. It's just that I got to do this. Hold on. Sorry, I got distracted by a Japanese show that they're going to show on HBO Max. Anyway, we can actually watch this. This is totally fine. I am going to whoa, no, wrong thing. I don't want it to loop. Okay. What I'm going to do is turn off YouTube right now. I'm gonna turn off YouTube right now. Okay. Oh, nope. You guys get to see my stuff. Okay, there we go. All right. Hold on. This is not gonna sound right, is it? By the way, nothing is planned on my streams. So we all do this in real time. Oh my god. Let me just see something. No? Okay. All right, let's see what, you know, they have to say. It should work this way. Nope. It didn't work. Give me a second. because I forgot to change the other settings on my laptop. Okay. And then I'm gonna have to change it back after it's done. All right, so let's start.
Oh, congratulations! Finally! Finally, after what? 18 matches, 19 matches, 20, I don't know. Finally! You were able to slip one over. But you know what? G.O.D wasn't feeling well today, no. But he's a brave and courageous man, so even though he didn't feel good, he still wanted to compete. But you know what? If you're looking at these two right here, you know what? We're done. We are done sitting back. We are done.
We've tried so hard to suppress the thug that used to be us. The thug that is within us. We've tried to suppress it so much, but now you're gonna get it. You asked for it. Now you're gonna get it.
You know, hey, we are tough. We hustle. That's why we got those big contracts.
That's right.
We are underrated. And we are grizzled. Look at this. Look at this. We are grizzled and we are tired of sitting back. We are going to take whatever we want, whenever we want, from this point forward, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Hey. Tag title match we'll be watching.
まだまだ続くよ。俺とG.O.Dとは。ああ、そんなもんじゃ済まねえだろ。次はシングル。いつでもいいぞ。
We're gonna have to deal with the Japanese.
新日本プロレス。俺とG.O.Dのシングル。いつでもいいから組んでくれよ。ライオンマーク背負って、相手に潰してやるから。
Okay, so hold on. For some reason, like it shows up on the thing as English. So G.O.D says in the beginning, I just went a little bit back. He says, "This is still going on between me and G.O.D. This is far from over."
俺とG.O.Dとは。ああ、そんなもんじゃ済まねえだろ。次はシングル。
Let's go one-on-one, anytime, any place. New Japan, give us a singles match anywhere is fine. While repping the Lion Mark, I'll crush him.
New Japan Pro. 6 years I've been here. All Bullet Club. Bad guy. Bad guy. And then Tanahashi-san comes to us last week and he says, "No more. It's okay. You are a good guy now." Tanahashi, a man I've been fighting against for 6+ years. And he says, it's okay. He took all that we've been through, and he pushed it aside, and he accepted me for who I was and who I'm going to be. For Tanahashi, that is a champion. He is a true champion for seeing me not for what I was, but for what I can be. To Tanahashi, I say thank you. I will be better for New Japan Pro Wrestling, but especially for Tanahashi-san, because he believes in me. Tanahashi-san, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I see you. Right now. Thank you.
For some foreign wrestlers, this may be a strange idea to understand. But in Japan, we say that yesterday's enemy can be today's friend. It's hard to know what will happen these days. At the very least, I want the New Japan ring to be a place of happiness.
ハッピーに詰まる空間でありたいから。
Panda's my fucking spirit animal.
Look at this. Look at this. I'm wearing the lion's mark again. It's been 10 plus years since I've worn this, since I had this across my chest. 10 years. I have come full circle in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm honored to have this logo, to represent this logo, to be by the ace himself. I'm honored. Now that I have a home again, it's time to settle some old scores. Some business that needs to be handled as soon as possible. You see, I've been on the defensive for a very long time, and it's time now to go on offense.
Papa, I'm waiting for 6 years.
Not 6, 10.
10.
10 years.
10 years.
Oh my
I
God.
misunderstand. 10 years.
10 years.
My heart.
Too much time. But I'm glad to come back to New Japan. Yeah.
My heart.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving me another home.
Yeah. No. Another home じゃない. Your home is New Japan. We spend at dojo same time, right? Okay, welcome back.
What? Oh my God. What? What? Oh. Yo, my heart. My heart. Oh my God, my heart. That was so great. Where, by the way, why the fuck America doesn't adopt the fucking Japanese mentality of that, like, one day you guys can be enemies and then the next day you guys can be friends? I know in like media we have that sort of like creation trope where like it's enemies to like lovers or like enemies to like friends, but like in real life, man, like to really push aside like the shit that happened and it's become friends. Like this is the ultimate fucking story, and this is why I get so passionate and like the cheesy ass smile comes about, because that's just so awesome, man. They're telling the best fucking story in pro wrestling right now. They're telling the best fucking story, and nobody can tell me different. This whole G.O.D and Bullet Club thing, nobody can tell me different, right? GT definitely has the right idea that it's time to buy a Lion Mark shirt. Like I need a Lion Mark shirt. It's like over. I do not have a Lions Mark shirt. I got Bullet Club and I got a lot of Jay White shirts. Which no, I'm not selling my Jay White merch, but I would love a Lions Mark shirt. But first of all, let's fucking talk about this. And then we'll watch, some more wholesome shit and basically put emotional damage on it, because oh my God, my fucking heart. Oh my God, my heart. That was just so cute. All right, never mind. So yeah. First of all, whenever Chase and Fale cut a promo, you know what? First of all, the whole entire promo of the backstage comments was fucking fantastic, because the first couple of weeks was basically like breadcrumbs, like really tiny breadcrumbs that went nowhere. And we had a lot more answers, but it was a lot of fun doing a lot of speculating and basically just, making up shit as we go along, right? Like super awesome. So overall, thank God they included more story into this and why they're doing what they're doing. But let's just get down to really talking about Fale and Chase. For some reason, whenever they like have their backstage comments, it sounds like they're talking shit. Like talking so much shit that I'm like, bro, I don't believe a word you're saying. But yes, congratulations to G.O.D and the rest of the team for getting that victory. A much needed victory because Chase is the first person to fucking blindside your ass with a fucking C trigger. So yeah, congratulations to them. If Bullet Club did not have the numbers advantage, even though it's a fucking trick, okay? It's a mental trick when I just realized my screen is black. It's a mental trick when you basically look like you have the numbers, but don't really have the numbers. It's still the same amount of guys. But yeah, so Fale also mentioned that it's time for PhD bound. Hold on. I thought a sneeze was coming. Yeah, like who they're trying to convince. It really does sound like they're trying to convince themselves. And with Fale saying that like for too long, they haven't been like the thugs that they were, and that the thug side is going to come out on them. First of all, and by the way, let me follow this up with that. Chase was also like that they're going to start taking what they want now. Okay, first of all, I didn't see Chase and Fale decide to go out and start an angle with I'm gonna spoil it here. We're gonna go through everything. Hey. Oh. Welcome, Bradley Boy, to the Squared Circle Podcast. Welcome to my stream. Thank you for being a first-time chat and a first-time viewer. Honestly, I thought you were another bot sent by Tony Khan. I am so sorry. But Bradley Boy here says they're trying to play 4D chess, but they're playing Go Fish. Oh, man. Yeah. So I guess I'm going to jump around because I have like some shit to say about this. I didn't see Chase and Fale try to go after Taguchi and Master Wado to try to get those IWGP heavyweight tag team champions ships. No, I am so sorry. See, fucking Gary's comment messed me up. That's junior tag team. So because this is live and I can't edit it, I'm gonna go back and say I did not see Chase and Fale go after our new IWGP heavyweight tag team champions, Jeff Cobb and the Great O'Khan. I didn't see them, basically do an angle where they would have came out and ambushed them. If they're so gun-ho on taking what's theirs, they should have went. They should have went and did that. But no, they didn't do that. And if they want to be thugs about it, be fucking thugs about it. I'm sorry, the fucking New Yorker might come out in me, but like, just be thugs about it, man. When, I just did a little motion, be thugs about it. I'll stop. But I don't see them going after stuff. I don't see them creating, no pun intended, chaos amongst New Japan Pro Wrestling, so that way the fans of New Japan Pro Wrestling and us can talk about, hey, Bullet Club is trying to take over the world. And then I go into this with this philosophy, not really philosophy, but like ideology. Their ideology, Fale's ideology, is a little bit different than Jay White's ideology. Jay White is, going around making sure that like, the game that he's playing is right for what he wants to do, right? Because he has yet to challenge for a championship title belt. He has yet to challenge for the never openweight strong championship belt that Tom Lawler still has. Why has he not tried to go for it after doing all these open challenges? And why hasn't Tom Lawler been like, well, Jay, I see that you want to try to, stake your claim to New Japan Strong, but you can't do that because you're not the fucking champion. Like, if it's really about setting all this up in the next couple of weeks, I'm definitely going to have to like see some really story progression that what Chase and Fale says transfers over to New Japan Strong. And Jay White does, just a little bit of what they said to implement stuff. Chris Bay is not really going after any championship titles. But then again, we need New Japan Strong to implement tag team titles. Maybe a trios title because they love doing that. And once Strong gets those titles, maybe we'll have some more champions. But at this moment, how the fuck you gonna say that you guys are thugs and you guys are gonna take what you want and do what you want when clearly that hasn't been the case? Because if you want to take what you want and do what you want, you would have helped Show in his match. You would have you would have helped Ishimori and ELP in their match to get the fucking titles. If Bullet Club wants to be unified and wants to be this destructive force over in Japan, while over here in the United States, they try to try to figure out what the fuck is going on, start doing that. They should have really helped and worked overtime to make sure that their boys in Bullet Club and House of Torture would have became new champions regardless. But like PhD Bound said in my chat on Twitch, which you guys should definitely be here, that who they're trying to convince, it really sounds like they're trying to convince themselves. PhD Bound also says they have to keep talking about T and Tama to stay relevant. Tama was about making others better. I don't think that finished your thing unless does it expand? No, it doesn't expand. And then she follows it up with Roman said Bloodline wants all to go. That's thuggish. I guess to some degree about that. We'll get to Roman. Roman is but she is right that even though they kicked G.O.D out, this is the first time that they kicked out a founding member of Bullet Club, and this is the first time where now they're getting the repercussions. Because if we look through the timeline of Bullet Club, obviously Finn Balor, Prince Devitt was the first person to really start this off with the foundation of Fale, Carl Anderson, and Tama there. And then through the years, Finn left to go to WWE. Carl sort of took the place a little bit until they found somebody. They found AJ. AJ left, Kenny Omega came in. I do not count Cody Rhodes, but Cody. But then all the Elite got kicked out, and then all of a sudden, Tama and Loa get kicked out. The difference is that you're gonna have a war on your hands because you essentially betrayed your fucking leader. Being the Elite episode 218. 108? Hold on. I wanna get this right. This is why I write everything down. Okay, so it's not. This is why I write everything down, and I already covered it, but I want to make sure that you guys know which Being the Elite episode it is. New Japan Cup. Wait, it was during the New Japan Cup where I had to do fucking research. Shadow versus Chase. Okay, here it is. BTE episode. Being the Elite episode 110. That one is basically that shows what happened after G.O.D with Haku, the firing squad kicked out all the Elite members and stuff like that, and then did everything. And Chase Owens is being petty by being like, "Oh, Tama hit me with the tongue and twist." If he didn't learn anything from Tanahashi's little mini speech of that in Japan, somebody could be your enemy one day and your friend the other day, then Chase hasn't grown. All right, I'm gonna try to stop taking shots at Chase. I really am. nothing truly against them. It's just that, you know, I can smell bullshit from a mile away sometimes. So it's like, um, anyway, so being the elite, episode 110, at the end when Cody knocks on the door and he's eating with the Bucks, Kenny, and like Hangman, and somebody else is there too. I think Marty is there. I don't really remember, but the first thing that Cody Rhodes says to everybody is, "So what are we gonna do about this?" And the elite basically said nothing. They went about eating, shrugged their shoulders. So every single person that got kicked out of the Bullet Club basically did not do anything. And I think that maybe the Bullet Club was sort of banking on the fact that if they kicked out G.O.D, they weren't gonna really do anything. But again, you kicked out a founder, you kicked out a leader, and you're really not going, and you know, you think that they're not really gonna retaliate. Like, you know, it's definitely gonna be guerrilla warfare, because you know there's no one like realer than fucking God. There's no one realer than Tama and T. And the moment that you meet these guys, either at like a meet and greet or like during the happy hours over on Tama's Island, like they are legit amazing guys that you want to like have your loyalty to them, because they accept you for like who you are. Going towards T's part of the video where, you know, finally this guy talks. I love T, man, and you know, T is a very interesting guy. Very interesting. That's probably because he's like out of those fiction novels where he's tall and sort of like, I don't think, can we say he's like brooding? He's one of those like mystery guys that you just want to kind of get to know. And for the past couple of backstage comments, T was just trying to figure out everything. Like, he had a lot of questions the same way that we had a lot of questions. And you know, now he's able to tell us more story. Now he's able to really put it in a really awesome fucking perspective. And the perspective of that, you know, he was forgiven for going after Tanahashi for all those years. And that felt really good to hear. It was one of those things of like, they finally realized that they were fighting the wrong enemy. And when you finally realize you're fighting the wrong enemy, everything becomes a lot more clearer. Everything becomes a lot more like, you know, in the past. And yeah, yeah, he is the calm one. Like I was saying earlier, like, you know, if anything ever happens, Tama's always like the first one that's like, fuck you, I'm beating you up. And then afterwards, like, you have T coming in and just asking random questions of like, Tama, why the fuck you beat him up? And Tama will probably say some stupid ass shit. And then T will figure everything out, and then you'll be like, Tama, that's not the guy you're supposed to beat up. You know, I don't know. But yeah, he definitely seems to be the one thinking things out a lot. Just judging from his character and his cadence and like the way that he speaks, especially when he was on commentary with Kevin Kelly, that was beautiful. I was like, yo, you should be on commentary more, just because it was really nice to hear him. It was really, really nice to hear him speak on commentary. Overall, that fucking backstage comments, we definitely need a one-on-one of G.O.D versus Gato. We need to have a series of them and then lead up to like something big. You know, Tama with his words, you know, I can't wait till like revenge starts happening. And now that they have a home, they can finally think straight. They can finally be the fucking destructive tag team that they are, because they're 7-time IWGP World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. And like, man, I want them to fucking dominate basically House of Torture and then Bullet Club. But yeah, that backstage comment, I really hope you guys enjoyed that. That was amazing. Again, it clung to my heart just because Tanahashi was like, oh, it's been 6 years, and then Tom was like, no, it's been 10, and it's like, what the fuck, man? Time has like flown by pretty fast. You know, let me find that that one video I want us both to see, and hopefully we don't fucking cry during this video. Oh, so wait, the I got your back. Oh, it's still more. My God, this is not cool. Give me a second here, guys. Oh no, wait, you guys. Oh, you guys might hear it or not. I'm just shutting it off for ad purposes. Oh my God. No, stop. And you try to tell a video to like to stop. Why do I see Tama always getting into situations? Yeah, I think that's how it played out too in real life, man. I think so. I think so too, man. Like, I would love to hear some stories where like T had to bail out Tama on like certain things, because Tama, does my phrase work? Tama Tonga does Tama Tonga things. No. Tama does Tama things. Eh. It's a start. All right, guys. We're gonna watch this. I thought that this was more pertaining to like G.O.D and stuff. It might, but this is mainly for like Hikuleo and Kenta and stuff that's happening over in the US, and it's called I Got Your Back. It's from New Japan Pro Wrestling, and like I said, we're watching this together. We are probably going to cry together. So I don't know. I am really, really fucking like. All right, let's play the video. It is everything.
And Ishimori out here in
It's
everything. Oh, look at this now. Look at this. Oh, no.
Jesus, man.
Hey, no more throwing it down. Let's throw it up.
Let's throw it up. Keep up. Come on. Up. My mission completed.
Man.
Wait a minute, here comes Taguchi. Here comes Nagawato. Extending a hand to the Gorillas of Destiny. Extending a hand to Tama. To Tagaloa. To Chado of all people.
Oh, man.
This is the start of it all.
New home, huh? Yeah. What do you think? Yeah. Okay.
Very good.
All right. Hell yeah. Let's rock and roll, baby.
You sons of bitches ever want to stick your ass in my face, there's gonna be hell to pay.
Man, this is a Bullet Club beatdown in Nagaoka here today. Oh, no! Wait a minute! It's Tanahashi! Tanahashi sprinting down to the ring! Yeah, why are you out here? Chase asking a very good question.
After years, man. my fucking heart right now. Jesus.
ペース悪かったよ。いやいやいや、俺いつも絶対感情をリング上に持ち込まなかったけど、今日は止まんなかった。うん。悪かった。またやっていきましょう。next まだあるよ。はい。
I am the future of Bullet Club because Bullet Club is for life.
Oh. I'm with you there, PhD bound.
Well, why can't the future start right here, right now?
You want me to teach that lesson? I'll teach you. You want me to open up those lungs for you? Show you how to breathe? I will do exactly that. Because yeah, the future is yours, but right now it is still my era!
Jesus, man. Fucking video! This is such a great hype up video. Is that the end of it?
Yoshihashi's Karma. I transitioned that smooth as butter into a gun stun. Shout
Why
out
not?
to Carl Anderson.
I came this close to tapping out Okada. Next time, I will.
I hit Tanahashi with everything that I could, but it couldn't keep the ace down. But I live to tell you to watch it.
New Japan World. New Japan World.
New Japan World.
All right, that is definitely free advertising for NJPWworld.com. Make sure to get your subscriptions. It is 999 yen, which turns into like $8 and something cents for American dollars, for US dollars. I currently have the subscription and I love it. And no, I do not get paid for giving them free advertisement. I would do it regardless because I love New Japan Pro Wrestling. But yeah, make sure to get a subscription to NJPW World because fucking AEW and AEW Rampage will be on the subscription as well. The price is not going to go up, so don't worry about that. But yeah, make sure to grab your subscription because you get to witness the amazing story of G.O.D. And Bullet Club and Main Unit and all of that. And I, Marie Shadows, the professor of New Japan Pro Wrestling, will have you covered for all New Japan needs and wants. I'll come up with a better, like, smoother thing, but you guys get the idea. Get the subscription at njpwworld.com, and I guess eventually tag them on Twitter and let them know that Marie Shadow sent you. All right, I'll stop free advertising. That hit me all in the feels. That was a very great I Got Your Back video. I was expecting like some type of like rock song to like be accompanied with the video to, you know, make it feel that much better. So I guess we don't I guess we don't need to do emotional damage. So we'll be okay. PhD Bound and myself will be okay. It's gonna be okay. Tama, Loa, and Jado found a home with Tanahashi and Main Unit, so it's gonna be okay. There goes my headphones. I don't really think. I don't know. I got no. All right. I don't think I'm gonna need my headphones for the rest of the stream. Because I don't think I gotta show anything else. I just wanted to like show that, and I can't get this to like snap in. Either way. But yeah, that was a very beautiful video put together, and you know, Hikuleo is right. That's why, you know, coming up on New Japan Strong, it is definitely going to be Hikuleo taking on Jay White. The only reason why we got here is because Jay White had called out Hikuleo to sort of be like, yo, what side are you on? Like, that type of thing. But he did praise him ahead of time to be like, hey, you are the future, you're really good and stuff like that. But again, what side are you on? Obviously, Hikuleo embodies Bullet Club. Like, he understands what that is. He likes it. So he is still repping Bullet Club. However, I can't say he probably doesn't. He doesn't want nothing to do with Jay White and everything that you see going forward for like New Japan Strong. It's all business. Hikuleo already has that mindset of that this is business. And if it comes down to it, if we need to exchange blows, like, that's what's going to happen. We're going to have to exchange blows, but it feels like right now it's all business. However, during that promo, Hikuleo sort of challenged Jay White, and it felt kind of refreshing to be like, well, if Jay White is here taking out, OGs and stuff, why can't Hikuleo take out an OG? Knowing that, Hikuleo is obviously taller than Jay White, maybe a little bit more stronger than Jay White if he catches Jay White off guard, but Jay's been doing this a little bit longer than Hikuleo, so obviously Jay has the veteran advantage in this. But just the aspect of like challenging Jay, because obviously, Tama, in anger and wearing his heart on his sleeve, sort of challenged Jay, which we could probably say, yeah, he probably did it like that, but that was not Tama's intentions. Got better hair. PhD bound, they both have amazing hair. You're not putting me in a battle of who has the best hair. That would be a very fun Twitter poll of who has the best hair, Hikuleo or Jay White. That'd be fun. That'd be a funny poll. Anyway, so yeah, Jay White has the veteran experience over Hikuleo, but that doesn't mean that Hikuleo is not good at all. Like, this guy is fucking great. But yeah, it's just the idea of that, like, we could say for Tama, someone could make the argument that Tama, like, basically called out Jay White and sort of threatened him in his position, and this is why we got to where we're at, and that's why Jay White decided to betray Tama the way he did. However, everyone should know that Tama wears his heart on his sleeve and is very, I can't say emotional, but probably he is emotional, but he wears his heart on his sleeve and he says things that don't necessarily always mean to be a threat, but it can be taken as a threat. So him telling Jay White, you better watch your throne, like, he's supposed to be here and whatnot, that was just like Tama sort of being like motivating in a way for Jay to get his ass over there. But again, it's the same thing that, like, for some reason, I don't know, like, I think all of them, when I say all of them, Hikuleo, Tama, and like T probably have that in themselves of like sort of challenging people in a way. But yeah, Hikuleo has every right to challenge Jay White and be like, yo, why can the future be right now for me? He has every right. That's why this match is very important, because the story can go either way. Imagine if Hikuleo decided to, well, not really decided. Imagine if management decided to have Hikuleo go over Jay White. What the fuck does that mean now? If it happened. And then if it happened the other way of Jay White going over on Hikuleo, my heart says that it's going to be Jay White getting the victory over Hikuleo with help of Chris Bay. That is how I see this playing out. If Hikuleo does defeat Jay White, does that mean that Jay White gets kicked out? And does that mean that Hikuleo is now the leader of the Bullet Club to sort of save it and try to hold it together and be thrown into a position that he never knew how to handle in the first place? Like, he gets thrown to the wolves. There's so much story with this, and it's so amazing. like honestly, I think this is the first time where like I wouldn't know how to book this. Like maybe 60% of me can like write the story of if Hikuleo did get the victory over Jay White, like 60% of me can like come up with something decent, maybe, but then it'll have like many revisions. But if we keep going the route of if Jay White wins, you know, it's back to business as usual, and then it sort of feels right. I'm definitely gonna let the guys guide this where you know, I follow their lead. You know, PhD Bound says Jay got the experience, but Hikuleo is hungry and still growing. He has the power of tea, talk trash like Tama, but if he gets added, but he gets added to his dad, he's deadly in the ring. Yeah, PhD Bound definitely sums up Hikuleo. Hikuleo definitely somehow is super fucking tall. He's taller than Tama and Loa and Haku. Hikuleo is hungry. Hikuleo does have the power of tea, and he does trash talk like Tama. You could definitely hear in his voice when he kind of questioned Jay White, and he's like, "Well, how come the future is not me right now?" You know. And then his attitude, yeah, he totally like his damn dad. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. The last, yeah, he does move fast for a big guy too. The last thing I want to say on this whole Bullet Club drama before we like move on to the rest of the stuff, I am super happy that G.O.D with Jado found a place and Tanahashi accepted them with open arms. Really happy about that. Really, really, really happy about that. Oh, I didn't even see that Bradley Boy followed me. Bradley Boy, if you're still in the chat, if you're still watching this, thank you so much for that follow. It didn't pop up, but like, thank you for that. I see it now. All right, let's talk about this one very quickly, and then we'll move on to the main card. Hold on. Whew. Having super fun with you guys. Super fun. Again, make sure to go tell a friend to come in and watch some, you know, New Japan Pro Wrestling with me. This is a tag team match of Shingo and Naito taking on Will Ospreay and Aaron Henare of the United Empire. And this was a very interesting, nice match, going back and forth and everything. They probably needed like a filler match. I know this is probably not gonna like lead to anything. But okay. But yeah, it was a good match. Right after a feel good moment. Aaron Henare is definitely you know, one of my favorites to follow and put over. You know, as much as Ospreay. Ospreay decided to tweet out something of like his favorite fan and whatnot. You know, getting Renee in on, you know, this whole feud between him and Moxley. So because he did that, most likely Will Ospreay is going to be losing come, you know, Windy City Riot to John Moxley and New Japan Strong. I am very happy that New Japan decided to send Aaron Henare to the States. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get to see him live. I really wish I could, just to hang out with him and have him on, you know, the Square Circle podcast, have him in my vlog. One day this will happen. Like I said, the back and forth content between these teams were awesome. Will Ospreay doing Will Ospreay things by flipping from one corner and then onto the outside to hit Naito. Shingo and Aaron Henare definitely had a big ass battle, but unfortunately, it took a pumping bomber and made in Japan to put Aaron Henare away. And Aaron Henare has been very wonderful, you know, in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now we get to move on to the main card because those were the two openers of it. But before we do that, we are going to take a mini break because I need a mini break. You guys might need a mini break by getting up, stretching, getting snacks. I need to refill on snacks and water. And we'll come back with talking about the main card in just a little bit. But before I do that, let me put back my speakers. And of course, while we take this mini break, if you guys want to get your friends in here, let them know that, I'm streaming New Japan stuff. So that would be awesome. But yeah, we're just gonna, take a mini break. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, so we're back. I hope you guys had a lovely little mini stretch break. A lovely mini stretch break. Greg from Ultimate Sports Talk is here. Thank you for joining the chat. You missed like the first half of me, of all of us talking about G.O.D, finding a home, watching some wholesome videos and stuff. So, yeah. I feel like my hair is crazy at the moment. And my nose. It's crazy too. We're going to continue on. We're going to be talking about the main card. And then we're going to wrap it up with like a little bit of WWE. And I believe that should be it. All right. Anyway, so this was the main card. Right after we had the tag match. Thank you, Vortex. What match came on first? I think the junior heavyweight tag team match came on first. Which is basically the team of Taguchi and Master Wato taking on Taiji Ishimori and El Phantasmo. That was definitely not a for kids match at all. Okay, that was not a for kids match at all. Either way, it was a very nice match to get everything going. It felt important. It was Bullet Club trying to take the titles away from main unit because Taguchi and Master Wato are also part of Tanahashi's crew. So yeah, they did some funny 6 or 9 spots. I'll let your minds wander and stuff. What is a for kids match? A for kids match is any match that does not have 69 in it. Yep. So if you did not see this match, I wonder if I could get the photo. I could get the photo and hopefully like we don't get taken off the air. But I'm just saying let's see. Let me try to find the photo. Let's see. I am not even going to name the file, but very, very quickly. This is a not for kids match. Just because, even though eventually they'll learn this, but teenagers, it's okay. But for kids are not, not okay. So, Greg, case in point, this match is not for kids. Yeah, there we go. This match is not for kids. All right, back to the main card before my Twitch stream gets taken down because of Master Wato and freaking Taguchi, the 6 or 9 team. That is the name of the tag team. It's 6 or 9 because they are the 69th IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. So that is why it is called. That's why, you know, they were like 6 or 9. Plus, anyway, Taguchi, Taguchi was like, "Hey, Master Wato, what's like your favorite number? Like, you gotta pick. You either gotta pick a 6 or a 9." And apparently, Master Wato's like favorite number is like 7 or 6. So he just chose 6, and fucking Taguchi is 9. Like, I don't know, but that's story. Greg here put it in the most PG way ever. Looks like someone got exhausted doing the tombstone and just fell over. That's right, kids. That's exactly what happened. But of course, if you are above a kid age, you know what the fuck that is. But if you are not above a kid's age, then yeah, please do not ask me what that was. You'll eventually learn, but not right now. Continue being a kid. Anyway, that match was really good for Hyper Battle. It definitely like showcased a lot. I noticed that Ishimori and El Phantasmo took a different route in their matches. Well, in this match in particular, because they usually do a lot of the backbreaking to their opponents to the point where like it becomes insufferable, and like there wasn't as much of that in this one. They included new shit like the whole 69 thing. But how they won, that I think I could probably show on stream how they won. Which by the way, I had put up a tweet saying that the power of the ass of Taguchi. Like, you know, if I had to see it, then you guys have to see it too. You know, I just can't this is not I don't even think, I mean, it's here somewhere, but I'm probably not typing it in right to watch it. But all right, let me just tell you, right, that basically this dude pulled down his pants and shit to like show off his ass and decided to do a seated pin on top of El Phantasmo, and basically like won the match because of his bare ass. And that's how Master Wato and Taguchi kept the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team belts. The Weird Goku fans were like totally into the match. They loved every second of it. They laughed at the funny parts. You know, they cheered for Master Wato and you know, Taguchi. I really think they cheered for all the baby faces like on this card. They really did. So after that, what do we have? I think, you know what? I'm just gonna go with what I remember. They're not really gonna be in order. We could talk about the next match over, which is for the KOPW trophy, which is the King of Pro Wrestling trophy. This was introduced by Okada in the summer, I want to say like 2019. I did a little mini research on the King of Pro Wrestling trophy. Yes, that's totally right, Greg. He won by stank ass. Yes, he did. True story. But getting back to the King of Pro Wrestling trophy, I believe it was like 2019 or It should have been 2019, where like Okada created it to just have something extra for the guys to do, or maybe it was in like 2020. But either way, Okada made it, and basically the champion holder has always been Yano. So it went from Yano to Chase, back to Yano. Murder Grandpa Suzuki got it at one point, back to Yano. And we're here with Yano versus Taichi because Yano for the past couple of weeks have been really mocking the sumo style wrestling that Taichi trained in. And Taichi doesn't like that. And then Yano thinks that by depanting Taichi before Taichi does it hit on his own, because that's his character, Yano thinks that he gets into the head of Taichi by doing that. Nope. So today we had a sumo style matchup on the card. It's funny how like Japan has to explain what the match is to the fans, because they called it like a no ring rope wrestling match rather than just letting them know, hey, they're gonna have a sumo style wrestling match. So they took all the ropes down. They had their match. It was pretty interesting, to say the least. New Japan Pro Wrestling has been really doing stuff out of their comfort zone. Like when it comes to Yano making up matches, this guy, he won a poll where most of the New Japan fans chose to have a handcuff match, right? So I was like, yo, New Japan Pro Wrestling, let me know you're kinky without telling me you're kinky. By having all those fucking handcuffs along the side of the ring. Well, I should say the ring guard. What's the fucking word for it? The guardrail. So there were handcuffs on the guardrail and some inside the ring on the ring ropes. And the goal was it's a reverse battle royale. So you have to get your opponents. You got to get them. The handcuff has to be on them, and that's how they get eliminated. They get handcuffed to the guardrail or the ring ropes, and the last four that was in the ring got to wrestle the next night. It was a very weird stipulation. It was a very weird rules, but I was just like, yo, New Japan, let me know you're kinky without, telling me you're kinky with all those fucking handcuffs. And it's like, Yano, what the fuck do you do with those handcuffs, man? Like, do I really want to know? Part of me really wants to know. Other part of me is like, no, stop asking. Stop being your curious self, But yeah, that's like, one of the things that, that's definitely one of the things that New Japan is definitely doing, getting out of their comfort zone. So this was definitely out of their comfort zone to create a sumo style wrestling match. And the moment that Taichi basically like used Yano's weight against him to flip him over, the crowd, man, even though the crowd can't cheer just yet, but like them clapping and like stomping their feet and just, the whole gasping like together, like they really popped when that happened, just because it was like, wow, Taichi got him out. It was one of those things of like, yo, he hit the floor type of things. It was a very good match. So now our new King of Pro Wrestling trophy holder is Taichi, and then Taichi calls out Shingo. Taichi wants to have Shingo and himself basically compete for that King of Pro Wrestling trophy. We can go to the tag team match of Yoshihashi and Goto taking on two other members of the United Empire, Jeff Cobb and the Great Khan. There's not really much I can say about Goto and Yoshihashi, just because like I've talked about them enough on this podcast, but I'm always going to be talking about them. They're really great as a tag team, and yes, they are part of Chaos. They just, do what's best for the company and do what's best for themselves and stuff. So, you're going to have a good time when you watch a Yoshihashi and Goto match. The Great Okan has his certificate that basically tells people that he is a defender of the Japanese people. I might be saying it completely wrong, but he was given a certificate to honor the fact that he saved a little girl who was 10 years old from this drunken man that was probably going to do some really bad things to her. And the little girl managed to scream out. The Great Okan was like in that like area and decided to go check it out. And he restrained the drunk man, basically told him like, you know, what are you doing? This is wrong, and explained to him why it's wrong. Everybody walked away unscathed. And the Great Okan offered the little girl some pancakes to calm her down. And so basically, the mom was like, you know, oh, who are you? And he goes and says, I am the Great Okan from New Japan Pro Wrestling. And if you guys want, you guys could come and watch me wrestle sometime. So after that news story broke out, when they were in Kirken Hall, like the next day or the day after, they had a surge of women fans, you know, attend Kirken Hall and to watch his match. So that's really awesome that Japan recognizes, you know, people when they do good deeds like that, and, you know, can be used to help out like New Japan and stuff. So yeah, he carries around his certificate now. And of course, Jeff Cobb has been extremely amazing in the United Empire and definitely been carrying the United Empire for a good while. Very fantastic. This match was great from start to finish. Hard hitting, you know, very different. It definitely felt like, you know, the Great Okan and Jeff Cobb has this chemistry going on as a tag team anyway. And basically giving Yoshihashi and Goto a run for their money. But it really did feel like, you know, it was their time to like actually win fucking gold. And that's exactly what happened. They basically won the gold. The Great Okan did a huge eliminator, which is his finisher, to Yoshihashi. Picked up the 1, 2, 3, and we have new IWGP Heavyweight Champions, Tag Team Champions. Let me try that again. And now we have new IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, which is Jeff Cobb and the Great Okan of the United Empire. We could talk about Hiromu taking on Evil. I really wanted Hiromu to win, just because I want the belts off of Evil, just because it doesn't do anything. Evil is a double champion at the moment. He is currently the Never Openweight champion, and then he is also the Never Openweight 6-man champion, which is the equivalent of a trios title if you guys think about it. And so, you know, drop the titles. Damn, man, drop the titles. Anyway, I love how Hiromu came out in brand new gear. Hiromu likes to wear long pants, and on his pants it had Evil written all over it. And I was like, oh my god, I love this guy. Like, I just want to hang out with Hiromu. I want to have a good time with Hiromu. Like, he seems like a very fun guy to just hang out and do stupid shit with. Evil, on the other hand, will be a very interesting person to hang out with. A very interesting person. I would definitely love to hang out with both of them just to see, like, you know, compare and contrast about stuff. Anyway, this match was really good. Obviously, we had Dick Togo getting involved and, you know, Dick Togo doing Dick Togo things, getting involved and whatnot. Hiromu was really good against Evil, but unfortunately, Evil came out on top to defeat Hiromu. Hiromu gave a valiant effort. I believe I used that word right. and Evil is still our IWGP never. Well, there's no IWGP in front of it, but he is our never openweight champion. And by the way, the word never is an acronym, okay? Which I always have to look up. It's not like the IWGP where I can tell you what it is. Because never, like, it basically means new blood, evolution, vitality, eternal, and radical. That is what the never openweight championship title means. All that shit. Anyway, yeah. So Hiromu is not our champion. That's what I, wanted. But then this happens. This happens where Tama finally comes out to confront Evil. Man, comes out to confront Evil, and he just came out walking like Tama walks, with that little swagger, like he has business to take care of and stuff. So that happens. The crowd felt like it was pre-COVID, where you can hear their breaths, and they're like rattling and shit like that. Like the real Goku crowd was the best crowd to hear and see all this interaction, and they love it. They love G.O.D, they love Tama, they love T, they love their baby faces. And this is why I was a little like unsure about AEW like airing Dynamite and Rampage over in Japan on the network, because Japanese fans don't look at professional wrestling the same way that Americans look at professional wrestling. And I had explained this on I need to get their damn name right. Botch Spots and Chair Shots. I explained to them on there when we were going over the history of the IWGP Intercontinental Championship title, which we no longer have because it is currently unified with the IWGP Heavyweight Championship title, the one that Okada has, and that's the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship title. Greg, I am still too poor. I wish I can go to Chicago for the Windy City event. I wish I could, but I am too poor. I wish I could, man. If you happen to go, just put me over. That's all I care about. I care about you guys putting me over the same way that I put you guys over. If I'm just being honest. But yeah, I really wish that I would be able to go and cover all professional wrestling. But yeah, so when I was explaining on their episode, Botch, it's so long. I'm so sorry. They're cool. They're cool guys. Botch Spotch and Chair Shots. I was saying that the Japanese crowd doesn't invest in professional wrestling the same way that American fans do, where us American fans, we want to find out every fucking little thing about these wrestlers every 5 minutes. Like, we can't let them rest. Like, we put them on a higher pedestal. Sure, the Japanese fans probably put them on a high pedestal too, but they're not going to go into their background, and they're not going to search for personal information and, basically create lies and rumors and start a rumor mill. No, the Japanese fans go to their local store, grab their wrestling magazine, and that's how they learn about the wrestlers, and that's how they learn about the stories that are going on. And it's up to them to go to these events. And it's up to New Japan Pro Wrestling, All Japan Pro Wrestling, Stardom, Ice Ribbon, NJPW, DDT, like all the Japanese wrestling companies who sell tickets. So it's basically like not as advanced as America in a way when it comes to the mental state of what it means to be a fan of New Japan Pro Wrestling and what it means to be a fan in like Japan. So having AEW that don't establish face or character, you can switch in between face and character. Sometimes my brain gets on a roll and I just realized I fucked up. I hope that I did not like lose you guys in the process of what I was trying to say. AEW does not have clear babyface and heels in most of their fucking episodes. So it's hard to really tell who's a face, who's a heel. Like, I shouldn't have to really like decide on that because it's not me telling the story. It's you telling the story. You're telling me a story and I'm sitting there as a spectator. And that's why AEW is losing the art of professional wrestling. You know, if anybody wants to fucking debate me on that, like, go right ahead. But, you know, I can sit here and tell you what makes Tama a good babyface, what makes Tama a good heel. I can't tell you that with some AEW wrestlers because they do whatever the fuck they want. And then, you know, when you call it out, it's like you're on the wrong one. You're on the wrong fence. My point is that here in America, we think complex. We're able to pick up subtle details. We know a lot of stuff behind the curtains, which is now most of the time like Tony Khan's fault. Like he's revealing so much that we're in there very deep, which we're not really supposed to be. Either way, stuff has been you know, peeled back from the business, and you know, fans are able to understand. In Japan, they take it very seriously. Kayfabe is 100%, 1000% alive over in Japan. So you have to play the fundamentals. If you can't play the fundamentals, you're not going to succeed in New Japan Pro Wrestling. There's a reason why people love Tama, and there's a reason why people love T. I've never seen two more over guys on the New Japan roster, minus you know, them being there for years. Like they were, well, I can't say they are so over in this weird Goku crowd that I think once AEW starts showing up on New Japan World, some of the fans are not going to get it. Some of the Japanese fans are not going to get it. If the Japanese fans are the same ones that are on Twitter and I see them interacting with other people and interact with me and whatnot, like those are probably going to get it when it comes to trying to understand who's a babyface or a heel in certain AEW storylines, and they're going to get what AEW is offering. However, if they are a regular consumer, like an actual, you know, fan that's sitting in the crowd in this picture in Rya Goku, they're probably not going to get it. They're probably going to ask somebody, hey, can you explain this to me? And the moment that a fan has to ask another fan, can you explain this to me? You as the product sort of lost that fan, even though it's okay to explain to somebody, like, you know, story, character, whatever it is to help them. And we always say, you know, make sure to help out your fellow friends when talking about wrestling. But like, if the wrestling company or the wrestling show has not explained to you who these people are, you know, then you kind of failed. Because AEW, as soon as you jump in AEW, you have to know who they are. If you're a casual fan and you try to get into it and there's no, you know, them telling you like who they are, then you're going to lose that fan. It goes for the same thing on Twitch. For all of my viewers, you know, like if I'm not interesting to them, then yeah, they're obviously going to leave. I'm trying to find a good analogy between like, you know, viewers that come in on Twitch and the same way that like, you know, a casual viewer would watch AEW, and if they don't get something, you know, they might tune out. I guess I could just easily say that, you know, if maybe a viewer is not like into wrestling like the same way I am, they could probably tune out and be like, oh, that's it, you know. But you guys get what I'm going with this. It's just that that's what I worry about. I worry about that Tony Khan wants to get his hand into everything. Tony Khan doesn't want to make anything original. The only reason why we have the heavyweight title, tag titles, and the 2 women titles is because he had to make something. But if you guys haven't noticed, he likes to piggyback off of other people's shit rather than trying to create his own and, you know, take from the hard-earned work of the other stuff he piggybacks off of to try to make his company look good. And it's like, bro, we can see through the fucking bullshit. Like, you got to start making shit on your own. And this is not supposed to be like an AEW talk, but like to sort of bring it into perspective of the way that Japan treats their wrestlers. I should say the fans of Japanese wrestling when they're over there in Japan, the way that they treat the wrestlers and the way that, you know, story comes about. I just want to put that into perspective of like, yeah, on paper, it looks like a good deal to have AEW shown over in Japan, but the execution and the thought process was not probably thought out. Anyway, this picture right here is worth 1,000 words, 1 billion words, just because it is Tama confronting evil. This shot here is an amazing shot. And then, oh, okay, so I guess the reason why I brought it up, because I did mention that I can tell you what makes Tama a good babyface and what makes you know, him a bad guy. It's the fact of, you know, Tama already had it in his head of like, this is how I'm going to present my character. This is how I'm going to do things. The same thing with Evil. When wrestlers wrestle in New Japan, they basically sort of like, well, if you go to the Young Lion program, if you're used to American, like, you may or may not survive over there. But they teach you the fundamentals, and sometimes the fundamentals over here in America is fucking lost. You can have fun. You could, you know, not be put in the box. But don't forget that the best matches are the ones that are able to tell the most simplest of stories of babyface versus heel. And then this happens. This is such a squished. Okay, so I'm going to do it like this. And then this happens. This happens because there is some fighting going on. Yujiro decided to come into the ring and try to blindside attack Tama. And T wasn't having it, so T came out and basically they took care of business. And Tama basically tells Evil that, you know, you betrayed me. Basically, I think they had like a deal ahead of time, and that's off the table now. So the betrayal, the deal's off, whatever they had planned, and now Tama is going back to take out everybody and get revenge. And I was waiting for this to happen because this really needed to happen. It really needed, you know, Tama going back and taking out Evil. So hopefully this starts the story of G.O.D with Jado getting the 6-man never openweight championship belts off of House of Torture. That's going to be the first fucking blow to Bullet Club. And then eventually I'm hoping for Jay to kick them out because House of Torture does not need Bullet Club anymore. Evil, Sho, Yujiro, Dick Togo, they could all like stand on their own as House of Torture. They don't need to be there anymore. So I would really love if, you know, Jay kicks them out and they're on their own. And by the way, we were talking about this earlier. And you know, Fale and Chase were like, yeah, we're gonna take what we want. We, you know, we're gonna be thugs and stuff, like, you know, do some thuggish things. Where the fuck were they? The only person that came out to try to save Evil was Yujiro. And Yujiro was in the beginning match of the entire Hyper Battle card. And where the fuck is Fale and Chase? This is why, like, I'm gonna have to agree with PhD Bound, if she's still in the chat, that you know, who they're trying to convince. Are they trying to convince themselves? Like, if they really did want to solidify Bullet Club again to be thugs, they would have came out and beat the shit out of Tama and Loa, just so that way they could get that extra babyface praise from the crowd, and the crowd would boo Chase and Fale. Like, this isn't over. Like, you should still have this bad blood of like, oh shit, he attacked one of our Bullet Club members. This is why I think that, you know, as much as they put up a front of saying that everybody is like unified under fucking JY's watch, no, there's something else at play here, and they're just playing along and whatnot. The fact that Evil has not said a word about the whole situation makes me think that eventually they are gonna like break away from Bullet Club, or I don't know yet. You know what? I don't know. But again, the fact that Evil has not interacted with Fale or interacted with Gato, you know, that says a lot. That's another loophole that's like, yo, why hasn't House of Torture said a word to the other members? As always, you guys can drop your questions into the chat, just so that way I can take some moments to relax and stuff. So we're going back to the main card. We could definitely talk about the match above, which is El Desperado taking on Show. So I enjoy this. I enjoy saying that Show is the most adorable, what do you call it? Heel. Show is a pure baby face, right? And then when he turned heel by joining House of Torture, I'm just like, yo, you're so adorable. You're not supposed to be this adorable while you're doing heel tactics. Like, I can't believe it, man. He's so fucking adorable. This whole entire build-up, basically, Show kept attacking El Desperado at every chance that he got, and kept attacking him during the match, the matches leading up to this. And then they had this match, and Show, it looked like Show was taking most of the advantage in this match. The most notable thing was that Show ran, pushed El Desperado, and El Desperado hit his hip on the guardrail. It looked really, really bad. It looked really, really, really nasty. And so, you know, they went back and forth. El Desperado put up one huge of a fight. Show was trying to do everything in his power to basically subdue Desperado, even by ripping at his mask, and the referee was really getting adamant with these two guys, like trying to, you know, let them know about the rules and stuff like that. Eventually, this should have been like an all-out brawl where anything goes, but the referee was really like, yo, you guys gotta listen to me, stop it. In the end, unfortunately, Show lost this, and there's been quite a few people that says that Show can't, you know, Show really can't come back from this. And I basically said that it's New Japan Pro Wrestling. New Japan will find a way for Show to recover from this loss against El Desperado. So, right after El Desperado wins, Taiji Ishimori comes out, and Taiji is like, I want to challenge you next for the belt. But then we have a new member of the United Empire. He is Francesco Akira, who also wrestled for, I think, All Japan Pro? I'm not too sure. I remember seeing his name float around, but he's on the Japanese scene. He is from Italy. And he uses Fire as his like moniker, and I definitely forgot how to pronounce it in Italian. So he's joining the Best of the Super Juniors, and the United Empire finally has a Super Junior on their side, which is nice. I was gonna find the picture, but you know, it'll be okay. And then we get to talk about the main event, which unfortunately I checked out at the main event. I'm not sure what it was. I'm really not sure who it was. But yeah. When I say I'm not sure who it was, I'm not sure who it was that took me out of the match. The match was really good for me, like, you know, watching it, but I just wasn't like, oh my God, you know, this was amazing. This was good. It's a Zack Sabre Jr. match versus Okada for the belt because Zack Sabre Jr. is the New Japan Cup winner. He put up a good fight. They both put up a good fight. Zack Sabre Jr. was working on Okada's arms, so that way Okada does not use the Rainmaker, but despite almost dislocating like both his fucking shoulders, meaning Zack dislocating both his shoulders. You know, aside from that, basically like it was okay of a match. I know people are probably going to be upset with me because they found it to be a really good match. It really was. It's just I wasn't excited for it. I wasn't, you know, in the mindset of like I'm gonna watch another Zack Sabre Jr. match. And plus, anyway, there's always a psychology with these matches that Okada and Zack Sabre Jr. start out slow, and then in the middle it picks up, then slow, and then towards the end it's a bunch of sequences. You know, so I already see the formula. But unfortunately, Zack Sabre Jr. did not pick up the victory, so our IWGP World Heavyweight Champion is still Okada. After that, Okada then calls out Naito, and basically, like, we are eventually going to, you know, get Naito versus Okada. And that was made apparent. So May 1st is when Dantaku starts. And May 1st is when we're going to get Okada versus Naito. For the rest of April, I am not sure what's going to be happening. I think I saw on the NJPW World that it might be a series called the Golden Series. I think that might be happening. But other than that, we will be getting the G1 Climax 32 this year. It starts July 16th and it ends all the way in August. So that's going to be amazing. I want no AEW guys. I'm going to say that again. I want no AEW guys in this G1. Just because I don't want some bullshit to happen if like none of the guys like end up going further, or they have a disagreement of like who should win the G1. No, I need Tama to fucking win the G1. I don't know why it sounded like that. I need Tama to win the G1. I said it again. And I also need G.O.D to win World Tag League. Okay? All for story purposes. Story purposes, and then after story purposes, New Japan can do whatever the fuck they want and, you know, have whoever to win whatever they want to do. But other than that, like, I need Tama to win the G1, and I need Tama and T to win World Tag League. I do not want AEW guys in here at all. Nope. And that's only because, like, you know, I don't know. I'm really not feeling AEW. I'm not feeling how Tony Khan is doing things. Tony Khan can't even run a really good tournament. So, you know, nah, I'm good. No AEW guys. Excuse me. Do you guys in chat have any questions about New Japan Pro Wrestling? Where is it? I am trying to look for something. Okay, that is so weird. I thought I saved it. You stretch out photos, man. All right, I guess the chat does not have any other questions. Before we go on to that, freaking Kenta and his tweets. He said, "Give me that shirt too." And it's like, Kenta, which freaking match, which freaking shirt are you talking about? Does he want the Bullet Club shirt or does he want the Lion Mark shirt? But yeah, we could talk a little bit about Cody Rhodes and facing the Miz and how people are like losing their shit over it. And it's like, I think this is a great starting point for Cody to do because, you know, the Miz is the A-lister, right? The Miz is basically like Cody in a way, not in terms of like wrestling style or anything like that, but just his name holds a lot of weight. And so I think that this is a very good starting point for Cody to do, even though I think that a series of matches against Seth Rollins will probably be better. But I'm looking forward to this. You know, this is probably like the second time you guys get Cody WWE stuff on here, just because, you know, I'm following Cody's career. But there's no other information I have between like, you know, Cody versus The Miz. I just think that this is going to be a great match when Monday Night Raw comes around, which is not, you know, too far. I was expecting Cody to show up on SmackDown, but that didn't happen. So yeah, I am one for this. And then the last thing is this. This is super funny because you know, when Shinsuke came out, I had the same face that Roman was making. Like, what the fuck? Like, why is Shinsuke coming out? And so you know, and then Roman talking all that shit. Roman then hugging Shinsuke, and Shinsuke is like, "What are you doing?" And then he gets super kicked. So hopefully that leads into something, because I was just like, why the fuck are we sacrificing Shinsuke? Like, seriously, we're sacrificing Shinsuke of all people. You couldn't put, like, anyone else could have fit that little segment. Speaking of Roman Reigns, he did say that he wants to start collecting more gold. He wants the Usos to unify the tag team belts, take it off of RK Bro, and then unify it. I guess since they're downsizing the roster, so I guess we can. If everyone is just gonna go from Raw to SmackDown, then sure, I guess unify it. But I don't know if that's a very, very good thing. But then again, I will remind everybody I do keep WWE on in the background as I, finish up more work, upload more stuff, stuff like that. But certain things like this, like, will tiny be talked about. But it's not like when I talk about New Japan Pro Wrestling, I have a lot of information to give you guys, a lot of stuff for maybe you guys to catch up on. It's a lot different from from WWE. But those are the two highlights. Cody Rhodes versus The Miz, I am definitely want to see. And then I definitely want to see this go down. I want to see Nakamura on top. I want to see Shinsuke on top. But yeah. Oh, I did have the picture. Oh no, I didn't. We didn't talk about this. We didn't talk about this. All right, so this picture is after we came back from break. All right, give me a second here. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, this picture here, basically, Sonata had won the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship title off of Tanahashi. And during the New Japan Cup, Will Ospreay accidentally fractured Sonata's orbital bone, so he doesn't know the time frame of which he's going to come back to defend the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship title. So he decided to relinquish it, and he said he wants to give it to Tanahashi. He thinks that that's the best thing to do, to give it to him, just to pass it to him. Out comes Ospreay. Ospreay runs his mouth, and Ospreay says that he should give the belt to him because Ospreay got the win over him during the New Japan Cup. Out comes Tanahashi. Tanahashi is like, yo, we should just fight for it, right? So I'm not sure when this is going to be planned, but in the works, it is definitely going to be Tanahashi versus Will Ospreay sometime like either this month or next month for that vacant IWGP United States Championship title. And like I said, he's only relinquishing the title, meaning Sonata. Sonata is only relinquishing it because he doesn't know when he's going to be back 100% healed for his orbital bone. All right, that's everything that I covered in wrestling. We saw some wholesome videos. If you guys did not see it, you guys gonna have to catch the replay on the VOD. It is definitely going to be up, and then you guys can definitely watch this whole thing on Spotify if you want to do that as well. I got to get up all of my stuff up to you guys. I really, really do. But yeah, I had a very fantastic time talking about professional wrestling. I had a fantastic time with chat. Chat was amazing. Thank you for all the new follows. Thank you just for being here and hearing me out. Your views mean everything to me because that helps me get to Twitch affiliates. And I'm very happy about you guys being here and wanting to listen to me talk about professional wrestling and gush over the guys for like a little bit. Yeah, I think that's everything. Is there anything to show? We got the backstage comments, but we'll be fine. There's nothing else to really show. If nobody in chat has any other questions, I will definitely just play us out to Cody Rhodes' theme song like I've been doing for a while. All right. Enough talk from me. Let me see. What do I want to do? All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the stream. I hope you guys enjoy from start to finish me talking about New Japan Pro Wrestling, diving in deep, watching some wholesome content, using the phrase of I'm not crying, you're crying. It's a very amazing feeling to know that G.O.D with G.O.D finally found a home and realized that after all these years, they were fighting the wrong person. And I, Marie Shadows, the professor of New Japan Pro Wrestling, is here to guide you every step of the way in this whole G.O.D Bullet Club drama, main unit drama now. And I will only be talking from a kayfabe perspective. Please do not think that I have any insider knowledge. I really don't. And I'm having the time of my life being a fan and bringing you this story in kayfabe and getting so passionate about it. That's the one thing that Tama and T know how to do is bring out people's passion and have them feel good about, awesome moments and have them feel good about the right time of everything that they do. So this is why I trust them to lead this story. I trust them and I trust Jay. That's about it. But anyone else leading the story, I would be like, yo, like someone got to take over for this shit. But I trust them to lead the story. And I hope you guys trust me to lead you to have the same euphoric experience, the same light bulbs going off, well, not really the same theories, but just feeling good and knowing that this is professional wrestling. Professional wrestling is the best form of theater. It really is. This is why, I wake up every day and I love talking about wrestling. And it's because of stories like this. And it's because of Tama and T and how smoothly they're able to bring back something that I love and the main idea of the Square Circle podcast. The Square Circle podcast is here to tell you stories. I'm here to tell you stories. That's why I am nicknamed also the storyteller Marie Shadows and why I got my degree in creative writing and a publishing certificate because I love telling you guys stories. And if I can be a voice and a catalyst, to borrow the phrase from Jay White, a catalyst in having you understand these stories a little bit deeper, then I have done my job. And that's what I love. And that's, in part to just knowing that there's people out there that do a wonderful job, and I'm here to just help push their wonderful job. Anyway, I had a fantastic time. I hope you guys had a fantastic time, and I hope I see you guys tomorrow for some more wrestling talk. And I guess we're just going to be talking about WWE when I get around to watching NXT UK. So we'll do that, and I don't know what else we're going to do. Maybe watch some wrestling videos. I don't know. The sky's the limit. We'll figure it out. Just make sure to hit that follow button right here on twitch.tv/Maria_shadows. And if you're not already following me on Twitter, you should, because that's how you get updates of knowing when I'm live. And make sure to bring a friend. I'm losing my voice. I'm so sorry. Make sure to tell a friend. Make sure to bring a bot. Head over to www.twitter.com/Maria_shadows. Hit that follow button. Follow me at Maria_shadows. And head over to my Reddit page, reddit.com/r/Maria_shadows. Nope, it is not Maria_shadows. It's just Marie Shadows. I'm so sorry. And then head over to my coffee page, ko-fi.com/Marie_shadows. Coffee is better than Patreon because coffee gives you options. And I know that you guys love options. So if you want, you could always donate a one-time dono to help out the channel, to help get me new equipment, to help get me new things for the show in general. And then you could also do a monthly. You could also shop at my shop. So ko-fi.com/Maria_shadows. Trust me, I always have a better intro, but I'm already mentally done. I love you guys though. I fucking love you guys. Each and every one of you guys are amazing for coming here, stopping by, making me laugh, making me gush and blush, talking about Tama and Loa, and just having a good time here. This was a very good stream, a very good Saturday, and I love each and every one of you. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. As always, we're going to be played out by Cody Rhodes' theme song, even though the picture don't match. Or maybe I should match the picture with the song this time. Maybe I should, to get, for people who watch this on VOD, to just get them confused. Anyway, we're going to be played out by Cody Rhodes' theme song, Kingdom, because Downstate just passed 1 million streams over on Spotify. So congratulations to Downstate, and thank you for following me back on Twitter. And I hope to interact with you guys more. But yeah, this has been an official podcast. Me talking about New Japan and WWE. And so you have been listening to an episode of the Square Circle Podcast. I am your host, Marie Shadows, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Get